Hello, so I'm a mission representative from NYU, and my name is Noam Kim. And what's your name?
My name is Sang-Jun Moon.
So be comfortable and answer these questions, please. Tell me about yourself.
Well, again, my name is Sang-Jun Moon. I was born in Busan, South Korea. I lived in the States for 6 years, from first grade to sixth grade. I stayed in Maryland, and after I came back to Korea, I lived in Suwon. Then I came back to Busan, and I'm currently attending Busan Public School.
So second question, why are you interested in our college?
Well, I definitely applied to NYU because of the location. I mean, first of all, I visited NYC when I was in middle school, and I basically fell in love with this. And in terms of school, location was a prime factor because it's one of my dreams to work and intern in UN and Wall Street because I want to become a businessman in my future.
So let's go on with the question. Who in your life has most influenced you?
It's a very interesting question because a lot of people would say it's their parents, and it is true. Definitely, my dad has had the most influence on me throughout my life, and he's been my hero, and he is still my hero. This is because all my life I watched my father work, seeing the decision he makes and the places he goes, and he has always worked hard to think of ways to expand his business.
So what do you want to major in NYU?
Well, in previous questions, I said that I want to major in business. Well, I never said that I want to. Well, I never said that I will major in business. I said I want to major in business, but to be honest, I'm really not sure about what I really like to major. But before deciding, I would like to take a lot of classes and like cinema studies. I'm very interested in cinema studies. I'm very interested in journalism. I'm also very interested in economics, politics, metropolitan studies, and the fact that NYU offers so much majors, careers, classes, and stuff. I think it'll take some time for me to think about it.
So what will you contribute to our campus community?
Well, it's a great question. During my childhood, I was raised by two very different opinionated parents. My father, a very strict conservative businessman, and my mother, a very liberal feminist scholar. Because they've always fought, they've had divergent viewpoints, trying to prevail over the other. So basically, as a very open-minded student, I'm truly sure that I'll contribute to the school by being very receptive to different opinions and defending the views of the opposition in situations where what I say may not be received very kindly.
So now tell me about a challenge that you've overcame.
Well, I have a very interesting story. When I was in 10th grade, my sophomore year, in that year, I became the youngest co-captain of the basketball team in our school's history. And as a 10th grade, it takes a lot of work to become a captain. It takes a lot of pressure and to lead seniors and juniors and stuff. It's very, very difficult. So one day, while we were practicing, a senior player was goofing around, joking, being a little kid, and I had to yell at him because I was very angry about his actions. So after my apology, we overcame this very devastating obstacle. Our players started to improve day by day. They became better players every day. Practice hard. And before the season, like a lot of teams expected that our team wouldn't be able to win one game. But eventually, surprisingly, we did win one game, and we actually won the whole season.
So what do you do for fun in your free time?
Oh, I'm a very sports maniac. I play sports, I watch sports, I listen to sports, I read sports, I play sports games. So in my free time, I usually do things that are very related to sports. I look at sports news and stuff.
So what do you see yourself doing 10 years from now?
Well, after 10 years, I'll be exactly 28, and I hope I would be attending NYU Stern by that time and attending MBA programs, building up my career, doing internships in Wall Street.
So does your high school record accurately reflect your effort and ability?
Yes, and at the same time, no. to be honest. Early years in high school, I think I screwed up a little bit. Uh, I believed I could have done way much better. Still, my grades were all good.
So, if you could do one thing in high school differently, what would it be?
Oh well, basically, just like as I answered before in other questions, think the one that I could do better is just overall my grades, because I think I could have done much better. I think I didn't use all my potentials in my high school career. So I'm very interested in studying abroad and about opportunities. So can you tell me about like places that you guys send your students? Maybe apart from U.S. or in U.S. So.
Oh, really? If you choose to study abroad, you actually have a lot of opportunity and chances. For example, you can go to Dubai, Berlin, Madrid, London, Paris, Sydney, and by attending our school, you interact with lots of different cultures.
So hi, I'm the mission representative from UC San Diego.
Yep.
Can you tell me about me a little bit soon?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Doan Kim, and I grew up as an only child in my family until 5th grade. I've attended Korean school and moved to Busan Foreign School, which is my current school, and I'm pretty much enjoying the friendly environment in my school. Even though I had a tough time learning new language, I think it was worth it, and I'm proud of myself that I can now communicate with language that I was not familiar with at first.
Okay, cool. So why are you interested in college?
I'm really interested to attend your school which is University of California, San Diego, because I really like the community there. I heard from my fellow friends that the school offers great pre-medical programs such as biology, and since my dream is to become a doctor, I'm really interested to the programs that you guys offer.
Alright, so who in your life is the most influence on you?
Most influential person in my life is my grandfather, definitely. It is because I had spent most of my child life with my grandfather, and he worked in many volunteer community. By watching him helping others, it also influenced me and inspired me to help people who needed help.
Okay, so then what do you want to major in?
So as I said previously, I want to major in biology because I really interested at human bodies and their functions, but also because I need more experience and I don't really have a steady dream job. I'll carefully choose my major by attending many other minor majors and do many job experiences.
Then what will you contribute to our campus community?
My contribution to your campus community will be very simple. Because I'm a friendly person, I can make my people around me more happy, and by hearing their problems, I can solve their disputes.
Okay, so tell me about a challenge that you overcame.
The challenge that I overcame is when I first attended to Busan Foreign School with no experience to the language, which is English. At first, I was not able to communicate with others and fell into depression and anxiety. But as my friend helped me and tried to encourage me to speak English, my English skill improved, and now I'm quite fluent at English.
So what do you do for fun in your free time?
So in my spare time, I like to study and read newspapers or magazines that talks about current issues. By doing this, I can make my point of view more broad, and I can communicate with lots of other races of people about their community and create link between me and them.
So what do you see yourself doing 10 years from now?
I see myself studying after 10 years, since my dream is to become dentist or doctor, and to do that, it requires me to study a lot more even after my university study. So I would be preparing for my future and experience lots of cultures worldwide, traveling by myself.
Does your high school record accurately reflect your effort and ability?
Yes, I think it does, because my English was not that great in my freshman year, and it shows in my GPA and grade that I had been having a hard time with it. But as I get older and older, I improve my English skills, and as a consequence, my grade improved too.
So can you recommend me a book and talk about it?
I don't really read books, but recently I read one book that inspired me in many ways. The title of this book is Lord of the Flies. This book talks mostly about the problem that occur in the world. Also, this author uses lots of metaphors and simile which help me to improve my English skills.
So you could have done one thing in high school differently. What would it be?
The one thing that I could have done differently is to not procrastinate, so I could be ready of my tests, improve my grades, and also focus on my SAT. This would also be a lesson that I should fix later on in my life. So I heard your school has lots of clubs and activities. Can you explain some of them to me?
Well, our school is very diverse. It's rich in club culture,
Right.
and it's very diverse.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of very different clubs, like
Right.
sports like basketball, soccer, and like cooking clubs, or learning languages from Chinese, Italian. There's so much things you can do, so much things you can learn from here.
Very
so
interesting.
I think it's a very great place for you to explore and learn.
Yeah.